So this is a UFO story that is probably one of the most massive ship sightings I've ever even heard about. And I saw it myself in Los Angeles. And firstly, I was mesmerized that this was not published because like maybe 1,000 people saw it. I was on the 101 freeway coming back from a town called Ojai toward LA. And there are a couple towns, you pass like Camarillo, and I believe it was like around Newberry Park, before you hit Thousand Oaks, Westlake Village, which is where my studio was and house. And traffic stopped, and I thought there was an accident or something like that. And then I realized that some people were getting out of their car and like looking into the sky, like fucking Independence Day. And I put my car in park momentarily, kept it on, and just popped out and looked up. And there was a massive ship, spherical, like black, dark gray, very metallic looking, floating in the sky. We're talking, this thing is the size of, I don't want to exaggerate, but massive. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, not the size of a stadium, but not that far off, like huge. Floating, hovering in the sky, no sound, no propellers, no wings, just a little bit of light coming from the back of it, which could have been from the city lights, I don't know. And so I have a small car, so I kind of was able to weave through traffic and take the nearest exit and get up on this, like, there's kind of like a shopping center area where I just pulled over, and there were a couple of families who'd done the same. There's a family with some kids. Guy was holding his kid and his son, and his wife was there. And we're looking up into the sky, and for many, many minutes, this thing hovered. Like, I don't know. I always say like 500 to 700 feet in the sky, maybe more, maybe less. Kind of harder to tell because it was like at night. It was like 9 p.m. And I saw that this whole sea of cars down below, still on the freeway, was just stopped and looking at this, or like many of people were looking at it, and some were just in their cars. And then two smaller ships shot out the side of it, like that were way smaller, and the center one stayed there, huge, like, big ship. And then, people have asked me, like, why did I not film this? Dude, you think you're gonna die, you think they're gonna like bomb you or something, and you're also completely mesmerized. I mean, this is the most, I've never even heard of this size of a ship sighting. And do I think it was an alien? Do I think it was like US government stuff? I don't know. I don't know. I can't say what it was. But we don't have that technology, at least publicly known. It was hovering perfectly, and then the two ships that shot out and the center ship started floating into the sky super gently, and just further and further and further and further and further and further, until finally you couldn't really see it anymore and had kind of gone past the cloud layer. And then the cars on the freeway just like sort of let up and kept driving. The next day, I was working in my recording studio, and I was talking to a good friend of mine and an artist about this. And as we were sitting at the window, it's the same area. It's about 5-10 minutes from where I was on the freeway previously, at the same area. She goes, "Holy shit, I look out the window," and I thought she was just being paranoid because I was telling her the story and she was just imagining things. I was like, "You're probably just imagining things because I'm telling you this." She was like, "Look out the window." We looked out the window, and very, very, very different objects, but same area. These were like more classic kind of silver spaceships, but like silvery white, but like way the fuck up in the sky, two of them. And they were kind of going like, like, and then one went, shot like all the way across the sky from one side of the sky to the next. And then the second one did the exact same thing. That exact same area, about, I don't know how many months later, I saw another ship above in the exact same area that I had seen the original massive one that looked like kind of a classic, like from the movies, flying saucer type shit, but way up in the sky. I swear to God, slipping in and out of vision. Like I don't know if it was going into some parallel dimension or if it had some invisibility